Nigel, a good game of football. What did you think to it?
It was. I thought we played exceptionally well again on the back of Friday night's performance and ultimately disappointment of not getting the 3 points. Thought we came out and performed probably even a bit better, certainly in the first half. Created numerous opportunities, and even going towards half time, you're 1-0 down, we've hit the crossbar, had a good shout for a penalty, missed 1 or 2 opportunities, and you think it's not going to be our night. We deservedly got back on level terms, and then second half had, I thought, 4 or 5, 6 unbelievably good chances.
Were you the better side certainly in the second period?
I thought it was a little bit more even, but I thought we created at the start. In the first 20 minutes or half an hour of the second half, I thought we created enough. I think Luke's had a great one, he ends up screwing it wide, Will Swan nearly got on the end of it, and then there was a couple of ricochets, and James Gale had a rebound that he should have put away. So we were very close to winning the game tonight, but in terms of overall performance again, some outstanding play at times.
Who impressed you most?
I thought Hiram Boateng's first 60 minutes for quite some time looked. He's going to take a little bit of a while to get back into the swing of it, but that was the most important thing for us tonight, to get him back on the pitch. And 60 minutes. Excuse me. You plan before the game to, for certain people, play 90, others are just playing 45 or 60. Kieran Wallace was down to play 90, came off after 25 minutes, not ideal. Jordan was down to play 90, felt ill at half time, and John Joe O'Toole was down to play 90. He got a nasty gash on his eyebrow, so it sort of threw our plans a little bit. Elliot Hewitt, I think, ended up playing 90 minutes, but he's one of our fittest players, so he'll be okay.
Could John Joe or Kieran Wallace miss the trip to Barrow?
Yeah, I'm not sure. John Joe's had quite a few stitches. It was quite a deep, sort of wide cut. But the doc stitched it up. Looks very neat indeed. Just see how he is. It's just heading the ball, obviously, with the position that it's in. And Kieran just felt sort of dizzy. He got a bang on the back of the head, and it sort of brings on a migraine with him. He's had it before, so we don't take certainly any chances with that.
As much as it may have been about getting a good performance and result, was it equally so getting minutes into legs?
Oh, definitely. We're still only the first few days in October, and there's lads still need game time. That's why we want to try and stay in the competition, because another one in November wouldn't do us any harm at all. Otherwise, we're just arranging sort of friendlies at the training ground and that sort of thing. We'd much rather play in a competitive game like this. I thought for a Papa John's, people are quite dismissive of it, I think, and I think to get the crowd we got in, when you think, over 3,500. We were getting that for league games 18 months or so ago, a couple of years ago. So I think it's a brilliant turnout, and they were rewarded with seeing a good game.
You changed the shape at the start of the match and later on in the contest, but back to the formation we were used to seeing last season. What was your thought process?
Just to have a look at it. I thought the players that we had available tonight suited it, with having Jason Law and then the 2 strikers. It's ideal for him to just play behind, and we always need different formations up our sleeve at any time, so to be able to play it in a game like this I thought was ideal.
You said it earlier, but you must have been really encouraged by the hatful of chances you created.
Yeah, we are most games, when you think against, I lost count against Hartlepool. They say you should count sheep when you can't get to sleep. Well, I was counting the chances and I lost count. We have in the last couple of games. Most games here we create enough to win. It's just that little bit of quality in and around the penalty area that we lack at times.
And a rare shootout win for Mansfield, the first, we're told, since 2013.
Good practice. First of all, taking penalties. You don't get many opportunities to do it in a match situation. So ideally, you never know, in the FA Cup we might need it later on this season.
What was your favourite?
Of the penalties? Not Jason Law's or Lucas's. I thought Laps is he's the one that is sort of very diligent, practices all those penalties and is finishing in training most days, and you could see how confident he was when he stepped up.
Any players give you food for thought ahead of the trip to Barrow in terms of possible inclusion in the 11?
Well, everybody's always in it because we've only got the 18-19, so everybody's always in our thoughts. And lovely to see Jason Law back on the pitch, and Hiram Boateng, just see how he is in the next few days.
We move on. Barrow on Saturday. What is the plan between now and then, Nigel?
Oh, we'll train in the morning, those that can. We'll mix it in with some academy players, which is ideal, sort of integrate them into first team environment. Usual Thursday off, and then we'll train and start the trek up the M6 to Barrow.
You swept them aside last year, playing most of the matches we recall with a man down. Are you expecting a much sterner test this term?
Yeah, I think they've picked up. I think surviving last year was a big achievement for them. Changed the manager, changed the players, and they look a different outfit this season. But I hope we can keep 11 men on the pitch. That would help. But we want to play the same as we have done in our last few away games. You know, when you think here, our last 2 performances we haven't won here at the one call, and yet we've won the last 3 on the road. Sometimes it works out that way, that you get the points when you don't expect them.
From what you've seen and from what you know, why and how have they turned it around so quickly?
I just think the confidence they've got from staying up, and the new manager's brought some new players in, and they've got off to a great start. Amazing the confidence, you know, if you get a good few good results in the first few weeks of the season, amazing what confidence can do for the team.
Thank you.
Pleasure.